Welcome to our lecture online. There's nothing like some numerical examples to help us understand the theory. So in the previous video we found this equation for the pressure inside a very fast rotating test tube. So let's now find a numerical answer, assuming that the angular velocity is 3.8 times 10 to the 5th radians per second, which is really very fast. The inside radius is 10 centimeters, and that would be the distance to where the liquid starts. And we want to know the pressure 3 centimeters below the surface at a distance of 13 centimeters from the point of rotation. So let's plug those numbers in here and see what we get. So P equals P atmosphere, we'll leave it like this, plus 1/2 times the density, which is 1,000 kilograms per cubic meter, assuming that it's water. Omega would be 3 times 10 to the 5th radians per second. We want to square that times the inner radius squared, which is 0.1 meter. We want to square that minus, that would be the outer radius, would be 0.13 meters minus 0.10 meters, and we want to square that as well. All right, so let's go ahead and see what that number is. So we have 0.13 squared minus 0.1 squared. We multiply that times 3 e to the 5th. We want to square that times 500. And that gives us P equals P atmosphere plus 3.105 times 10 to the 11th newtons per square meter, or pascals. So how many atmospheres is that? Well, if we then convert that to atmosphere, we want atmospheres instead of newtons per square meter. And one atmosphere is 101,325 newtons per square meter. So we divide that by 101,325. And so we have P equals 1 atmosphere plus an additional 3.06 times 10 to the 6th atmospheres. So you can see that it really doesn't matter too much that we take into account the atmospheric pressure on the outside, since there's so much pressure caused by the rapid rotation inside the test tube. Those test tubes better be very strong or they will shatter under the enormous pressure and forces on the bottom of the test tube. Hopefully they're not very large in diameter to keep the total force at the very bottom of the test tube to a minimum. And so that's how we calculate the pressure inside a very fast rotating test tube. That's how it's done.